Alright, yes, welcome. Let's start with our shampoo. Today I'm going to be taking you step by step so that you get all the steps that I use when I'm doing the natural treatment, or even those steps that I always take before applying someone with natural hair. So this time around we are going to be using the Livara products, and as you can see there is something different. Like, I just found out when using this product, when it comes to natural hair, like there's the way it does at the end, you really feel that that softness, and it's really interesting. So after we can add the treatment, and after the treatment there is this magical oil. It's emerald, so it's very nice. Like, you first do with the shampoo, after the shampoo you do the treatment, and then you apply this, you understand? So you just have to, after putting the treatment, just wait like 4-5 minutes, you massage. After massaging, the treatment just disappears. So after disappearing, you can also apply this, because they move together to make your hair really very healthy. So now after that, you can just do a blow dry. Just when we're blow drying, we don't need to use that a lot of heat, you understand? We just have to blow dry with that soft with that low heat. And now you can see, so that white treatment just disappears itself, because that is a treatment. Then plus that emerald, it's very interesting. So you can see how the hair looks very healthy. So there, it's good to go. We can plait it very well. It is very nice. So if you want that still, you can go in my description and get those link. It will link up with that product of Livara. You will have to get it right, those ones with natural hair. And see, if you have straight hair, you can still use it. I really love that old of emerald. It's very interesting, very nice. So you try it out. You will just have to, you will tell me. So now straight to the knotless, the inside knotless. This is how we started, and this time around I want you guys to follow each step that I'm going to take on this hairstyle, so that you get to see what I always mean. Because now I decided to push this so that we can also try to have this picture in our mind, that it's not only these the wigs, or even our natural that can always do the bridal thing, but we can always have even these braids, and they also do something that is magical that you won't believe. So after before all that, let's try to see how we can do the inside knotless braid. When we're doing the inside knotless braids, I've been telling you in my previous videos always to watch how I started, and this is how I already started, from down like this, and then I decided to do it this way. Then after I try to add, and when I'm adding still, I just add it from inside. I know most of you guys who have been following me on how to do these inside knotless, you know how to do it by now. Yes, if you've been doing practices, you know how to do it. So if you already know how to do it, then that is good for you, because there are a lot of things that you can always get from those knotless, inside knotless braids. So this is how I continue doing it, and when you do it this way, trust me, the hair is already protected. It's very the hairstyle or itself, it is protective. And now after that, I told you something that when it comes to the inside knotless, you always know that anytime you feel like you want to repair your hair, it is always very easy. Either you can lock, or you can just unplait the front part. That is once always remove like those two lines in front and they redo them. So the main point is this: try to see how I started from down. Very interesting, and I tried to make sure that I give you all these steps. Yes, shout out to Grace Ghana, or thank you so much, and Sarah. Yes, I love you so much, you guys. And now let's try to see this also, how it looks. You see how I'm trying to add? I add from inside. I add from inside, and you continue doing it that way. So that those people, when you feel like maybe you have reached some extent, you can even turn the braid and then you start plaiting normally. But this plaiting is very, very protective. You see how I've turned it, and here I can plait normally the way we have been plaiting. But now when it comes from down, the way I've started it, it means even the hair, when it is growing, it will be easier for it, like it will grow with the braid. So that's why this method always looks very, very nice and protective. Mostly those with soft hair and weak hairlines, this is very interesting. Like the style itself, the method that I'm using is very, very interesting. And I know you guys, most of you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to this method. You know what I'm talking about. We all know how protective it is. So you should always learn how to do it. Those ones who haven't learned how to do this, trust me, you're missing a lot. Or the only thing you have to do, just try to make sure that you practice. You understand? So you just have to add from inside. You just have to add from inside, as you can see, adding slowly by slowly, and you can reach on that X and then you turn it. Then when you turn it up, there you can plait it. But trust me, it is very, very interesting. So as we are plaiting it, remember there's one thing I want to show you in this video, that let's our mind try to change. Like from today, we think of let's try to think of like anything can do bridal style. You understand? If you have a natural hair, it is very fine. If you have a wig, it is fine. And still you have these knotless braids, can also do the same thing as I'm going to be showing you in this video. A big shout out to everyone who's watching me wherever you are, guys. I love you so much. Those ones in United States of America, those ones in UK, German, Canada, and I can't forget my friends in Jamaica. Thank you so much. Those ones in Zambia, Trinidad, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, and there's those ones in Kenya, South Africa. Guys, I really do love you so much. So when we're done with that, let's try to see what knotless can do and the magic that we can get from it. So after that, I always try to tell you that whenever you're plaiting someone with a long forehead, or whenever you're styling someone with long forehead, it is always very, very easy when it comes to styling. As you can see, she has got a long forehead, and now when we're styling, we always have to focus on doing something that is that can be sideways, or even if it's not a sideways, it can be something like a style of how they call it. Some people say it's a mohawk, others say it's a French cut, something like that. So we're trying, I think, let me just call it a mohawk style. It's what we're trying to do here. So after pulling all the hair from the side to side, and this is what I'm trying to do after. You just have to make sure, because now we all know that braids are always flexible, so they can always unplait itself. You make sure that they're really that tight to hold them tight. Then after holding them, you make sure that you really hold them very tight. So after I bring this front one, after separating it. Like other braids, I let it behind and the front one here, so that I create my my style this way. So after putting all these, I'm trying to apply the pins. I know you guys are going to ask yourself that maybe I've been telling you that it's not good when you're styling to show up the pins. Why am I showing? So just wait, I'll make sure that what I told you is what I meant when it comes to styling. Number one thing, that you don't have to show your pins. Your pins are not supposed to show, and this is what I'm going to be doing here. So this is how the first step is. Now we're going on the next step, and trust me, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. So this is how I move, slowly by slowly. I just bring my extensions like this. I did it like the way we saw the first steps after plaiting my knotless. Then I did other knotless from down like that, the extension. Then I did the palm rods to make those curls. Then after, I have to bring them to help on the styling. So why am I doing this? I'm doing this in that if my braid feels like after the styling she can always keep her hair, and then she uses it with something else. So I know most of you guys would would be asking themselves how it's going to look, and this is how it looks. Guys, I love you so much. Just watch.
We say thank you, and we say we are here for you. We are here for you. All our lives we've been waiting for this moment.
Maurice, the Crochetmaster.